are the beaches?
Where are the sand dunes?
How do you get down to the water? Too many buildings.
Too many people.
This is ridiculous.
Fortunately, this is not the only Florida. There is another Florida where the civilized amenities of life are blended with the carefully preserved natural setting. It's called St. George's Plantation. People visit St. George Island seeking surf, sun, and fun. Welcome to St. George's Plantation, a pristine paradise, a place to live in privacy or vacation in comfort, a place to do nothing but relax, or a place to discover a new life.
Look at that view. What a beautiful approach. There's St. George's Plantation. But before we touch down, I want to show you where we are, and then give you a bird's eye view of the area. Here is the Florida Panhandle. There is Tallahassee, the capital. And this is St. George Island, just over 4 miles out into the Gulf of Mexico. Now you can see the bridge and causeway, linking the island with the mainland. You can see over 9 miles of beautiful beaches, which have been preserved as the largest beachfront state park in Florida. We're going to make a right-hand turn and approach St. George's Plantation, the green area below. From our vantage point, we can see the beach club with its swimming pool and tennis court, the airstrip. From a plane, you lose perspective, but some of those dunes are as high as 30 feet, and the plantation itself is 5 miles long. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, the channel you see is called Bob Sykes Cut, which separates Little St. George from the main island. To get to Little St. George, you'll need a boat, but plan to take your time because there's some great fishing off those jetties. At the end of Little St. George is a lighthouse that was built in 1833. In this area, shell collecting is excellent. To the west is St. Vincent's Island, which is a federal wildlife preserve, and it's only 1/3 of a mile from Little St. George. So as you can see, most of this beautiful and pristine environment has been preserved for us to enjoy its natural beauty and ecology. I love to fly over it and know that it will always be this pretty. We're about ready for touchdown. We're about to make our final approach into the plantation's airport. Pretty nice. It'll even accommodate small jets. I'm going to let you experience St. George's Plantation. I hope you enjoy your visit.
"24-hour security, underground utilities, and a Gulfside Beach Club with a swimming pool and tennis court are all features of St. George's Plantation. For active sportsmen, there are also bicycle paths, jogging trails, and abundant fishing areas. Sailors can enjoy perfect winds and the aqua waves of the Gulf of Mexico. In this showcase of environmental planning, 770 single-family home sites are uniquely blended with the surrounding natural beauty. Situated on 891 acres, there's a lot of space for each home site. Enjoy privacy and comfort in your brand new homes in leisure villas, starting at under $80,000 with affordable terms. Nearby are the quaint coastal towns of Apalachicola and East Point. These towns contain historic buildings and harbor the shrimp and oyster fleets of the area. Apalachicola Bay is the home of the world-famous Apalachicola oyster. Local restaurants feature delicious seafood, always freshly caught and expertly prepared to suit any taste. At Port St. Joe, a short 30-minute drive, is a challenging 18-hole golf course. For daytime sightseeing or shopping, Florida's capital city, Tallahassee, is within an hour-and-a-half drive of St. George Island. Tallahassee has several excellent golf courses, including a PGA championship course. Then take a leisurely drive back to your home in St. George's Plantation, where the sun shines and sets in some of the most breathtaking auras of natural beauty. What we have that is so special is the rediscovery of privacy and serenity at St. George's Plantation, a community for the young at heart.
I've been walking the bay side of St. George on a regular basis since 1970 when I came down to Florida from upstate New York. I found some very interesting Indian artifacts. Archaeologists tell me that at the mouth of the Apalachicola River with these 3 offshore islands that they had here the largest concentration of Indians in the entire Florida Gulf Coast. Also along the bay side, you can find old bottles. These bottles have been buried up in the mud for 100 and 125 years. They were thrown off of ships that used to come into Apalachicola to pick up cotton. Whether you find anything or not in your beach combing along St. George's beaches, you can walk for miles and not see anybody's footprints but your own.
I came here to write a book, and I came here because the area is so peaceful and conducive to writing. The book deals with my experiences as a biologist all over the world, and experiences which in some ways began right here many years ago. Well, a great many factors conspire to make this one of the richest areas of its kind in the world. The warm temperatures and the barrier islands. And you have out here in the open Gulf of Mexico a vast array of animals which are important to men, whether it be for commercial fishing or sports fishing. For my purposes, I couldn't consider a better place, one that would be more compatible with what I was trying to do than this monument of marine resources right here.
St. George's Island is in a chain of barrier islands that extends approximately from south of Tallahassee almost to Panama City along the coast. It includes Dog Island, St. George Island, Little St. George Island, which is off the Bob Sykes cut from it, and St. Vincent Island. On April the 23rd, I was down here and was with a couple from the Midwest. We were bird watching, and we happened to catch a front coming over, and we saw just an awesome display of birds. We had 133 species of birds just on the island. We saw over 2,000 individuals of birds that had been migrating and were down by the weather. And that's the type of sight that can only be seen under very certain weather conditions and also in very specific places like a barrier island like this. It was the greatest day I've ever had in 30 years of bird watching, and I dare say very few people have ever seen that kind of display of birds.
We were looking for a place where we could come and bring our children and have a release from the hectic life that we live in Abilene. And when we saw St. George, we felt like that not only did this meet those needs, but we also felt like it was a quality investment.
We've been to the Caribbean as well as a number of other places in the past, and we were impressed with the island because of its solitude, the fact that it's very quiet. There's a lot of open space, and the environment's been maintained as much as possible in its natural state, with as little interruption as possible with the construction that's going on.
Well, as director of the International Explorer Society, I've led expeditions to some of the most exotic, beautiful spots in the world, but I've always been looking for just that right spot to make my own permanent home. When I found St. George Island, I knew I'd found a beautiful exotic spot. It's out of this world, but it's still in America.
Coming from South Florida and having seen the kind of thing that happened there, this really is Florida as it really was. It's untouched, natural. They're going to keep it this way. And we bought property here. We bought a peninsula of land. It's like a private island.
I'm very happy to work for Leisure Properties because I really believe in what we're doing in the plantation. Most people think that all the beautiful beachfront property in Florida is gone. It's not. It's right here. And it's a thrill to share it with the people, to be able to take them down there and show them the lush, beautiful beachfront property that still exists. This is Indian Bay Village. 30 home sites on 42 acres. Very low density type development. Wooded interiors, bayfront properties, lots that are on sloughs where you can keep your sailboat, keep your motorboat, have a dock, find oysters and swim. All the roads in the plantation are T-roads on the Gulf side and cul-de-sacs on the bay side, and every 900 feet there's a 30-foot wide wood chip easement that runs down to a cypress boardwalk that goes over the dunes that provides access and egress to and from the beach for people with interior lots or with bayfront properties. This is truly the other Florida that you need to see firsthand to appreciate the natural beauty of St. George's Plantation.
The people responsible for this beautiful development are Leisure Properties Limited. They're proud of what they've done here at St. George's Plantation. 12 years ago, when they started to plan the plantation, they realized that this was something very special. It's a jewel, really a gem. Some people call it the best kept secret in Florida. And you know, they're right.
Leisure Properties began earning its reputation for quality development 12 years ago. Since then, they've built a solid reputation as a stable source of integrity for St. George's Plantation. They've taken great pains in the design and layout of the island homes to preserve the natural beauty that is all but gone in most of the well-traveled sections of Florida. They welcome you to visit the plantation, with lots starting as low as $20,000 and owner financing beginning at a low 9.5% interest. Come and discover a place to grow and share with loved ones for generations to come. The treasure, St. George's Plantation.